Is Link going to continue to fall from where it's at right now? Well, we have reached a level of interest. It is this level right here of about 17.7. You could round it to 18. That would be just fine. This level 17.67 or whatnot is the high back in December. It looks like a high of 17, like I said, 0.67. So you could say 17.67 to 18 is a level of interest in Link right now. Of course, since Link has been doing this fantastic run up since really September for Link, it got an early jump on some of the other coins. Link has done a fantastic job of when it goes up a level, it tends to hold that level. It's not giving back its gains like you see some other coins, like I don't know, VET might do. Okay, it went up, gave up its level, increased several percentage. Now it's giving up its level. It keeps going through levels, and most coins do that. Link has not. It's been kind of the adult in the room kind of thing. It holds its level very well. But there's no doubt we've got a situation on our hands, not only with Link, but with all of crypto right now. You can see we have hit this level of resistance of right around 20. We hit that back about 12 days ago in February. And since then, a little ranging, but we have seen soft markets in the crypto world the last 4, 5, 6 days. And Link has taken the brunt of some of that with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days in a row, which has brought us down to this level. And right now, we've just kind of opened this day about 2.5 hours ago. This bar is only 2.5 hours old, so we've got a full almost day to go. But I have been watching this level for Link to see if we're going to get any kind of bounce here. I do have a little bit of bad news on that, though. Obviously, Bitcoin is running the show right now. We are certainly in phase one of any kind of bull run season where all the money is flowing into Bitcoin. Money is not flowing into altcoins. We're not in altcoin season. And so because the money is not flowing in altcoins are specifically, for the most part, unless they're new coins, been out a few months and are going up to the moon based on, news or something like that, new money coming in. But these mature coins like Link, Matic, things like that, they're heavily dependent on Bitcoin right now and the moves on Bitcoin. There's not enough money to flowing into these mature coins with big market caps to move them alone. That money is flowing into Bitcoin. So I've got a segue and let's talk about Bitcoin for a minute because that will absolutely affect what's going to happen with Link and other coins over the next bit. And I don't have really great news on Bitcoin, just to be honest with you. And I'm talking short term, okay? Obviously, long term, my view on crypto is long term. I think Bitcoin will break its all-time high sometime in 2024. We will eventually hit that altcoin season where money is flowing into the coins and they can ramp up and move higher regardless of what Bitcoin's doing. But that's down the road, okay? That's down the road. I'm talking short term over the next few days, couple of weeks is what I'm about to talk Bitcoin on. After this fantastic run up in January, obviously we do have this top that we have hit back really around the middle of February. It's been about 51,000 to 53,000 right here. Okay. We have hit this top and kind of been ranging. No, not kind of. We have been ranging. But lately we've seen some kind of, we keep hitting the bottom of support, right? We keep hitting the bottom of support. I've got this gray area marked. It's 50,300 to 50,600. The bottom level of the support is basically the top of these two wicks several weeks ago. And the top of the support is this day, the bottom of this day, the bottom of this day, and the bottom of the current day we're in. Fact of the matter is, we've kicked this door of support 4 times. The more times you kick a door, the more likely it is to break. If I was looking at this chart all by itself and did not know it was a Bitcoin chart and did not know it was crypto and did not have any idea it was just a blind chart, I would say, guys, this is not looking good. We've got lower highs every time we keep kicking the floor, pushing down, down, down. My initial indication would be, or my strong indication will be, we're going to break this level of support right here at the gray and trend on down to the level below, okay? That would be what I would think for Bitcoin. or from this chart. There's also a couple of other things coming up that we need to talk about. We've got the halving coming up on April 20th, roughly April 20th, and that's less than 2 months away. Okay. Previously, in the past 3 or 4 halving sessions or halving events we've had in Bitcoin, we've seen patterns develop. That pattern we've seen previously is a run up of Bitcoin before the halving, which we clearly have here. And then about 4 to 6 weeks, and we're less than 2 months away now, we see a 10 to 20, 30, sometimes 40%, although I don't think we'll see 40% drop in Bitcoin. We consolidate after that retrace, and then it takes us getting through the halving event, and then a few 1 to 3 months after, we take off, and thus begins the official bull run, and Bitcoin moves higher to generally breaks its all-time high. Well, I don't think we're going to fall 40%, but if we fell 10%, that's going to take us down here to about this 45 to 46,000 level. If we fell 20%, we're going to be down about the 40 to 42,000 level, right around here. Okay, so that's a second reason there is some indication that Bitcoin may fall. People are asking, have we reached our top before the halving? Are we about to enter the retrace period for Bitcoin? Third and finally, after this fantastic run-up, the RSI indicator is a pretty basic indicator used across all financial instruments. It's showing us overbought. Basically, we are extended. We've generally gotten away from the mean, that is the average, and over probabilities over the average, over the average of time, when you get extended, you go back to the average. That's the reason it's an average, okay? So showing or seeing this here, us being extended on the daily chart, is another indication we may fall. That's 3 indications Bitcoin may fall. And so it wouldn't surprise me at all if Bitcoin took off and closed above 54,000 over the weekend, okay? Bitcoin is unpredictable. Bitcoin is its own beast. Bitcoin has gone against probabilities since it was invented, right? Bitcoin is doing things people never thought would happen. So Bitcoin is its own thing. It can do its own thing. But historical patterns right now are showing we're going to see a bit of a fall. So if that happens, that's kind of the reason I'm a bit concerned about Link, because that's certainly going to affect Link. Now, it's not going to affect Link as much as it's going to affect other altcoins, just because Link seems to be more resilient. It doesn't seem to move high quickly. It doesn't seem to move low quickly. It just seems to continue to trudge upward and onward at a, not predictable, but you can kind of rely on it, right? And so if we do get that fall below 50,000 on Bitcoin, we're probably going to fall below the 17 and 18 level. How deep we'll go, we'll have to wait a few days, a few videos to find out. But you always want to be prepared to go down to the next level and hope for a bounce, right? So I'm kind of hoping for a bounce here, which we could get. Bitcoin, like I said, can do its own thing. We could get a bounce here. I think it's going to be heavily dependent on what Bitcoin does. But if we do break below this 17 and 18 level, we'll have to make new videos and watch Bitcoin and see what's next, because it's just going to depend on where Bitcoin wants to go. So we are at this critical level. We are watching this level. If I had to put my money on it, we will break this level. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but that's my guess that we're going to eventually break this level. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm more than willing to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. The Bitcoin chart is just screaming that it's going to fall at least to this 48,000, and then we'll have to see what happens then. And again, I hope I'm wrong, but until then, we've got to watch and find out what story Bitcoin is going to tell us. Long-term, Link, we're good. Long-term crypto, we're good. Long-term Bitcoin, we're good. It's a matter of ups and downs, and I don't want anybody getting shaken out if they see some red coming up over the next couple of weeks. So that's my outlook on Link. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful. Take care.